I have a birthday present for my best friend, a gumball machine bank. I know he'll like it, and his party is tomorrow. How can I estimate to figure out how big the box should be? Estimate. Let's review that word estimate. In this lesson, you will learn what it means to estimate the length of an object by comparing it to other objects. Now, I know you've heard the word estimate before, but I thought it was important that we review it again because in the next lesson you'll be asked to estimate the length of objects using feet. So, let's go ahead and go through this activity and remind ourselves what the word estimate means. You already know how to compare parts of your body to standard units. The first knuckle to the end of your thumb is about an inch. Your arm from elbow to wrist is about a foot. Go ahead, put out your arm. Take a look. From your wrist to your elbow, it's about 1 foot. Your arm span is about a yard or a meter. That's holding your arms out to the side. And the nail on your pinky finger is about 1 centimeter. Remember, these aren't exact measurements. You might get it if you used a ruler, but these body parts will give you a good idea of how long something is. So, what is an estimate anyway? An estimate is a close guess, when your measurement doesn't have to be exact. It's also an educated guess, which means it's smart, based on what you know, and it makes sense. It's reasonable. For example, the lines on the baseball field are too long to measure in a small unit like inches. Instead, we need a bigger unit like yards. Some people think that their first estimate has to be exactly right. Remember, when we estimate, we're trying to make a reasonable guess, and it might turn out that our guess isn't exactly what we thought it should be. So we need to learn more, maybe we need to revise or change our thinking. That's okay. Good estimators know how to make an estimate, then think carefully, perhaps double check, and then make a new estimate. Wait, I didn't say the crayon is 3 feet. I meant 3 inches. When do we estimate? All the time. Each afternoon you might ask yourself, about how long will it take me to do my reading work today? If you're going shopping and you need to decide how much money you need to bring, you say, about how much money do I need to buy 3 pairs of socks? Estimation is something we do in our heads. To estimate, you start by looking at the object. Then picture another object you have already measured that is close to the same size. It's okay to change your estimate at any point. Bigger than an index card, but smaller than a notebook. We can use estimates of length in all kinds of situations. About how long is this clipboard? Close to the length of my forearm? They are a good guide or starting point, but sometimes you need an exact measurement. For an exact measurement, you will need a tool like a ruler. I'll use a ruler to check in inches. So, back to my gumball machine. I have this gumball machine and this box to put it in. I want to know if the box is tall enough so that the machine can fit inside of it standing up. I can estimate the length of the machine and the box to get a pretty good idea if it will fit inside. And I'm going to do this all in my head. First, I'm going to make a mental picture to compare the box to something I know, like a piece of paper. and I can see in my mental picture that the paper is roughly the same height as the machine. Then I'm going to try to imagine if the paper would fit inside the box by making another mental picture. Yes, in my mental picture, the paper fits inside the box, so this box will likely work. You can also make mental rulers to estimate lengths in inches, centimeters, and other units. In this lesson, you have learned what it means to estimate the length of an object by comparing it to other objects.